Hello and welcome to another video on DIY for your playscale dollhouse diorama. In this video we will be looking at these pieces here because I'm going to make a console table for my living room because I noticed that it didn't have enough furniture in it, so I thought I'd make another piece. And so this is going to be like a console table that can go behind a couch. So the legs I'm cutting at one angle, and then I just gotta cut the other angle so that way I can get the front looking like that and then the side looking like that, so that I have like this little weird tapered on two sides and then a little square at the bottom. I love the way that looks, so that's what I was going for. So I went ahead and do that to all four, and then I put the two shelves on. This one's going to be in the top one, this one's going to be the bottom one. And then I'm just going to add the other two legs that are going to be for the front, like so. So I really like the way that looks. Now we're just going to be continuing on, and I did the sides. This is the kind of decoration I'm going to put like in the front as well. I did them on both sides, and I'm going to do the front. I was going to do the front in 3 little pieces, but I decided just to go with one big piece like this, and then I would just be using the little pieces to go as decorations on the front of it, the panel, and also be using this one piece as well. So this is the way it looks when I added the 2 side pieces. I still need to divide up the middle with 4 more pieces of the sticks. And these are all basswood. I try to go with basswood instead of balsa wood because balsa wood is a little too soft. These pieces are going to be the ones that are going to go at the bottom in between each spacer. So one at the top and one at the bottom of each little section. I love those legs. So like so. And then I'm gonna just be doing like a light sand to the top. That's the way it looks. I really like the way that looks. Looks like a great piece. Now I was going to put on a top. The back is going to be left open. Now I'm going to put on the top. I was going to put it like right in the center to center both pieces because they are going to be layered on top of each other. But I'm not going to do it like that. I'm going to do it like this, moving them all the way flush to the back. Like so. That's the way I'm going to glue it, so that the back part is flush and the front part has more of an overhang. So I'm going to glue it like that. Glued it on. This is the back, so that is flush with the legs or posts, if you want to call them, because they're not legs until they're at the bottom. But yeah, I'm not going to cover the back because I don't need to, because it's going to be against the wall or behind the couch. The cherry wood finish, and I also did a polyurethane finish on that, so that when it gets dusty I can easily wipe off the dust. I like the way it turned out. It looks really good. And then this piece, now it just has these magnets here and has double-sided tape there and magnet at the bottom, because I'm going to be testing out some items that are going to go in there. But what I found is, after I spray painted this, I realized I was going to have a problem here because these drawers do not come out easily. And it has nothing to do with really me even spray painting it. It just has to do with the fact that they stick in there, and I don't know why, the angle of them. So they just stick in there really badly. So I'm gonna, instead of leaving them like this, which they do look good like that, but I would rather be able to open them. So I'm going to be using these little like pegs. They are sewing notions, or craft notions, I guess you could say. Let me show you the box. They're crafting notions or brads. So I'm going to be using, they come in different colors, these ones. So I'm going to be using 2 of these, and I'm going to be bending them so that way they have something to hold on to the plastic, like so. I have excessively dry skin, sorry about that. But this is the glue I'm going to be using. It's welder's glue, of course. I just have a tiny bit of my welder's glue left, but look at how they look. That's so good. I like them. The little piece is glued into the inside of the drawer, like so. And I like the way they turned out. That way I'll be able to open and close the drawers easily. The next pieces we're going to be putting into the diorama are these lights. Now they do work, both of them. I got these at the Dollar Tree like 2 years back, and they work really well. So what I was doing, what I did though, was put this wooden base around it, because they were just way too short in comparison to a Barbie doll or playscale doll. A doll that's about 12 inches. They're too short. So let me just show you in comparison to a doll. I think I have one hidden here. Okay. Now I'm sorry, but she doesn't have on a top because she's getting a new outfit soon. But her height is, her elbow comes to there with the stand. As you can see, her shoulder comes to the top of the lamp. Now before, when these did not have a base, the lamp came up to about her waist, I guess you could say. Yeah, you see, if I put her legs there, the lamp would have came to her waist, and that just would have looked really, really awkward because standing lamps anyways, are not that low. So I put the base to make them look a little taller. Let's just look at our next item that's gonna go in. It's the couch. Now, I have shown this couch before. It is a pink. It did have pillows, but I switched them out for these little, these are brown. I did make these myself, so that way to give it a little bit of a different design than what it usually had. This is a coffee table that I made myself. Now I did put these coffee stirrers together. I sanded them, and then I stained them with a dark oak, and then I put a polyurethane finish on top. Now there are magnets there to stick items down. That's how this one looks. There's 2 little tiny glass jars or containers with tiny candle lights underneath. And this piece, of course, we already said it's going to go in there. Oh, the window. So this window here, the long one in the middle, is the one I'm going to put into the living room. It's going to be this. I try to make these ones as different as possible. So this long one's going into the living room, and I have the picture that's going to go into the living room as well. This is the picture I'm going to use for the living room, the bottom one right there. And then let's talk about some accessories. So this is a little basket I had. It has a mess up right there, like a little brown birthmark or black birthmark. So I'm going to put these little cupcakes and stuff inside, but I thought let's put a fabric in. And this fabric, it has been stay stitched at one end so that hopefully the threads don't come out, but it has like a little bit of a print, a design. If you can see that, it's very light, but I'm just gonna put it in. Well, it won't stay, so of course I'm gonna need to use something to stick it in, but since I don't like to use glue, I'm gonna be using some double-sided tape just to stick that in, like so. Double-sided tape all around, and then I can just stick the fabric in and it will stay put, like so. Have to do it offline. I have to do it off camera because I had to use two hands. Now let's put in some of these little sweets. A little wheat bran cupcake, a croissant, a little teddy bear cupcake or donut, another cupcake. Now this is really hard to put them in holding this camera, and I want to put that one in there. I don't know where to put it exactly. I think I need to put down my camera. There you go. I put them all in. So I think they look good, and that's the way it's going to be displayed on the coffee table. I also have these two little mugs. They are Barbie, and they do look like they have hot chocolate with marshmallows on the top, but the bottom I put some glue in the hole, and then I put some double-sided tape at the bottom, and the double-sided tape will help so that whenever I put it down in the display, this is one of the pieces I found for the secondhand store, as I show in my other channel. I made a frame for it, and so whenever you're going to make a frame, especially the mitered corners, always cut one piece at a time to make sure that your mitered edges meet up perfectly. You can also do a little bit of sanding to make sure that they meet up perfectly, because that is extremely hard to make sure that they come together. So I went ahead and made the frame and glued it together. Now I just need to sand it because, as you can see, the corners are a little rough. So I'll be sanding that down, and then this frame will be ready. It's ready to go into the living room now. I will stick this up on the wall and show you how it looks when it's in there. This is the painting name and how it was signed, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put that in the back of the picture so that way I don't lose it and I know who it always know about it. So this one is a basket I made a while back. Now I did make it with some garden sticks and some threads going around it, fabric in the inside, and then two little blankets that are there. Now this is where the living room is gonna be. On this side I have the boys' bedroom. So the boys' bedroom's on this side, and then on the other side is where I'm gonna put the living room and the parlor. So I want to keep a little bit of a space separately. Styrofoam, I hate using styrofoam because this is what happens. It just gets floppy and doesn't store anything. So I decided to go with a thin piece of wood instead. There might be more things I want to put into this living room. This is how it looks so far. There's the walls. There's the window. There's some of the paintings. And at the bottom there is a rug. And then we will go ahead, and my other channel, I will go ahead and decorate the whole living room. And then we'll start on another room. I know I've been saying I was going to work on my office, but I still haven't finished it because I think I want to put more furniture in it because there's just not enough furniture in it. We have the one desk and then the drafting table, and that's it. So I wanted to go ahead and put more furniture in it before I finish up my office. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will be back with another video for you. Until then, you can check out one of these videos. Bye!